guys, welcome back to the 11 Yanks Breakdown, where we discuss all things US men's national team. I'm Pete Douthit, and today we are talking about Weston McKennie's surprise transfer to Juventus. So last week, Weston McKennie makes the shock transfer from Schalke to Juventus. It's a loan for 1 year with an option to buy. Now, the details are reported that Juventus would be forced to buy him if he appeared in 60% of their games. But new information has recently come out on Transfer Market saying that that is not the case. Contrary to what transfer expert Gianluca Di Marzio has reported, the obligation to buy clause will not be triggered once McKennie has played 60% of the games. Instead, the US men's national team will see his move become permanent should the Bianconeri qualify for the Champions League. That should tell you that this loan deal with the option to buy is not about whether or not they think Weston McKennie can fit in, but more about financial fair play and paying later for a player they're going to get now. The question on all of our minds is, 1, where will he play? And 2, how much will he play? Now, when new Juventus coach Andrea Pirlo was unveiled at a press conference last week, he said this: "I told the lads 2 things. You always have to keep the ball, and when you lose it, you must get it back quickly." Now, Weston McKennie is really good at the latter, not so much with the former. I tend to put midfielders into 2 categories: technicians and brawlers. And Weston McKennie is definitely a brawler. Now, brawler is not a derogatory term. It's just instructive of a player's instinctive style of play. And Weston McKennie wants to get the ball, and when he gets it, he wants to take it from where it is to the goal as quickly as possible. He's a transitional player. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, smash that like button. You guys are awesome. Let's take a look at the Juventus midfield and see what it looks like. So as you can see, they've got Artur, who just joined from Barcelona. They've got Bentancur, who's been there. They've got Rabiot. They've got Aaron Ramsey, and they've got Sami Khedira. Let's start here. Sami Khedira isn't going to play much this season. I think there's a very good chance he's going to be moved on. He's injured right now, but even when he comes back, he's not going to play. So breaking down the midfielders, 3 of these guys are technicians: Aaron Ramsey, Rabiot, and Artur. The brawlers are McKennie and Bentancur. Now, this doesn't mean that the technicians can't defend and that the brawlers can't attack. It's just a style of play. Brawlers are brawlers whether they have the ball or they don't. Weston McKennie's 2 big weaknesses are his concentration when he doesn't have the ball and his reading of the game when he does have the ball. Because McKennie is a transitional player, his instinct is to get the ball and then take it straight to goal. But at Juventus, especially in Serie A, that's not always going to work, because they're going to be playing against teams that sit in a low block, that defend very deep, and you're not always going to be able to go straight to goal. You're going to have to be patient. Keep the ball, look for the hole, look for the moment to attack. And that's really what it is for McKennie, finding the moment to attack and finding the moment to keep possession of the ball. So based on what we know about all of these players, I think this is what the starting lineup is going to look like, at least at the beginning of the season. Bentancur is going to play as the holding midfield, Rabiot will play as an 8, sort of box-to-box midfielder, and of course Artur will play at the 10. Weston McKennie and Aaron Ramsey will be on the bench. If they need a goal, they're more likely to bring on Aaron Ramsey. If they're trying to defend a lead, which they will be doing a lot in Serie A, they're more likely to bring on McKennie. McKennie will play either at the 6 or at the 8, but more likely at the 8 because he offers you a lot going forward, not just defensively. Now, Rabiot has had a lot of issues with discipline and consistency. So there's a very good chance that if McKennie buckles down and works hard and starts to understand about when to attack and when to keep the ball, he could easily win that box-to-box midfielder and become a starter for one of the best teams in the world. Overall, it's a great transfer for McKennie because a club like Juventus is going to work on his weaknesses, his keeping possession and his understanding of the moment to attack and his concentration. And of course, he has a lot to offer on both sides of the ball. He's going to get plenty of playing time. They have Champions League, Serie A, and Coppa Italia. My guess is Weston McKennie gets 2,000 minutes for Juventus. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments. How are you feeling about this transfer? How much will McKennie play? Where will he play? I will respond. Love hearing from you guys. Check out some of our other videos, and I will see you next Tuesday.